What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover. This time with, I think I got the title right, this time with episode 4. Last episode, probably my favourite so far, to be honest with you guys. Really enjoyed it. Get that off there. We have this new element with I can't remember the girl's name. I can't remember any of the names, so apologies. But the brown-haired girl, actually having a really fun time with our main lead. Had a really awesome little bit of a date with her. She ended up coming around, and then the blonde girl ended up getting a little bit jealous and coming back from her trip from France, I believe it was. And yeah, chaos kind of ensued. It really didn't end very well. But I again really loving the premise. Like the emotions and the dialogues and such have been really good. And yeah, very much a drama-filled episode last week, and again, probably my favourite till this point. So very excited to see what we've got today. Let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I think that blonde girl, I appreciate her pushiness to a degree, but it did go a little bit far, I think. She has been stepping over the edge a little bit recently. Okay. Maybe she didn't strike me as a girl that would be against her sister having a relationship like this. The only issue I have with it is there's going to be 5 of these people. So she's it's almost like I feel bad for the pink haired girl, but it's also like she is leading on multiple girls a little bit as well, isn't she? Not intentionally, but doesn't take away from the fact that she is, and probably will with these other 2 girls. I do assume anyway. Moody, moody, moody. But I think this show has gone under the radar quite a bit this season. I think it is really popular because they do upload the full episodes to YouTube, which is a very rarity. That is a rarity, isn't it? It's not very often studios and such actually make things widely available to them. Yeah, like that. So I think that's awesome. And I think it's very popular, but I never hear too many people talking about the show, like in discussions and such, especially of like their favourites this season. And I think this has been one of my favourites this season. I think I said this every week, but it's just been like consistently every week, really at a high level. Of course. We all know what the rooftop means. The confession rooftop. Really? You went to the effort of copying the key to get up here. Friendship and love. What's she talking about? She knows everything that we see in this past few episodes. Why? But you hate her, so why? One of those funny things, isn't it? Women and other women. It's a very popular thing between women. I think it's much more, especially how it's viewed as well. It's much more seen as okay than guys with other guys, isn't it? Very rare you see just like friends having like a fling or something if they're guys, but with women it's actually quite likely. Maybe what I'm trying to say here is it's much more likely for a girl to be accepting of a relationship like that than it is for a guy to be accepting of the same relationship but with men. Be interesting to think about the psychology of that. Yeah. Yeah, she is, isn't she? Observative type. Been influenced by her a little bit. Oh, you got to address things. What the hell? That kind of sucks to hear. Yeah, happens sometimes, especially with delicate situations like this. That's part of the charm, isn't it? Okay, so she actually likes the blonde girl as well. Interesting. Oh, she stayed there and looked after her back. It's nice. You can totally get where she's coming from here, don't you? Like, you want to do best for your friends and such, and yeah, especially if you haven't had too much kindness put onto you. It's hard to reject, but it does have to. Good day. Bloody hell. Oh my god, you can't leave her hanging, surely. You can't leave her hanging like that. Oh my god, no. That's never that's never happened to me. Thankfully. I've always I think during the time period that we grew up in as guys, it's always you always hear a lot of like stories and because it's like more okay for women to talk about like stuff that happens to them like night outs and such. I think I grew up especially being a bit more careful about stuff like this. Like it, I do wish I was a bit more of a risk taker, but I would take as little risk as possible. Like I'd make sure the girl was into me and that they would initiate something like this. Um, Probably partially because of this reason of maybe feeling embarrassed if I was to like fail or something, or if I was to go for it. And yeah, I did. I think everyone has had their fair share of like failures and such. It never feels good, and they're learning experiences, aren't they? They're learning experiences in a negative light because the way you feel during a moment like this. Again, this specifically has never happened to me, but similar things happen, of course. Um, and yeah, they're learning experiences in the worst way, I think, because you feel that kind of awkwardness and pain, and you never want to experience that again. So you just stop putting yourself out there like this. I can definitely relate to that, and hopefully it doesn't happen to this girl. But yeah, it's just horrible to watch something like this, isn't it? It's like watching someone like propose. Not quite as bad, but yeah, watching someone propose and get rejected. It's like, damn, that's a deep feeling. It's like if that happened to me, would I ever propose to someone again? I would very much have that initial failure slash rejection in my mind the whole time. So yeah, but as I said, I always like, well, most of the time and stuff like this happens just when I'm drunk, and I think everybody gets a lot more confident when they're drunk. So yeah, but if you don't, it's like it's not impressive that that hasn't happened to me. Is maybe what I'm trying to say here. I think it'd be more impressive putting yourself out there and having this happen to you multiple times, than for it to never happen to you. But yeah, that's awkward as hell. That is. I couldn't imagine being in either of their spots during this. To be honest, I would probably feel obliged to do it, even if that was the wrong thing to do, just because I wouldn't want to leave someone feeling that way. But that would also be with what I said earlier about leading someone on. That would be a very bad thing to do. So yeah, tough spot. Well, this was a hell of a time for Ajijai San, wasn't it? Whatever her name is. Again, I'll just refer to them by hair color. Easiest thing for me. We just got to hope there isn't multiple characters with the same hair color. Suitors? Really? As in, is that why she was so happy? This blue haired girl? Is this like a bachelor thing? The declaration of love, isn't it? This is a lot of fucking people, isn't it? I can count probably on less than a hand how many times that's happened with me. Good point. Good point. Let's shut this thing down now. Indeed. Sure. Now you've got to question it. Is the advice given you legit because she's your rival in love now? You've just figured out. This is something you do as like a super rich kind of has been celebrity or something, right? It's crazy. Oh, she's actually here in her bathing suit. We discussed this a couple episodes ago, didn't we? Got a fucking bachelor's party. Um, I don't know. I feel like that was kind of warranted. As I said, she was being very pushy. Not over just yet. Oh, damn. Shutting the whole thing off. Hey, undo that hair. We're definitely more than friends. Yeah. I think it was before that, right? Maybe that was a big moment. To be fair, though, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. This is a lot. Like, she's done a whole lot here, hasn't she? Over one fight. There's gonna be plenty of this. There isn't any relationship. Let's hope she doesn't go these fucking lengths every time. Hey, no running by the pool. That'd be quite a twist, wouldn't it? God, lovely soundtrack. Fucking gigantic pool as well, isn't it? But now they can stand. I guess they're at the shallow end. That was a lovely scene, though, wasn't it? Again, the soundtrack there was brilliant. I'll just blend them in with the water. That's what I'll do. Like, seriously, what happened to the pool? Why is it? Why is it halved in size? God, there is so many people here, isn't there? Jesus. I feel like we already settled this just then, right? These people are so fucking rich. We all know the answer. That's like a dog. That's like a fucking golden retriever. I'm a Fatalica. Yeah, she absolutely looked like golden retriever. Begging for a treat or something. Pretty sure I said this the first episode. Friends with benefits. A little bit more than that, I think, still though. True, true. Sure, bullshit. How long's that? End of the year, I'm gonna assume. Okay, another really good episode. Another really good episode. This kind of solidified the other girls and their kind of stances and their love. I assumed that they, again, their names are a myth, so apologies, but I assumed that everybody would kind of be in love with the pink-haired girl, but looks like this brown-haired girl, maybe not in love, but does like her, and then the black-haired girl and the greenish-haired girl, I think it is, right? Bluish, greenish, I don't really know. Blue, I think, wasn't it? So yeah, the blue-haired and the black-haired girl actually like the blonde girl. Okay. Still looking for a bigger focus on those two for sure, though. But yeah, it was a lovely episode today, wasn't it? Was I think we did see in the past couple episodes that forceful kind of brute force nature of the blonde girl. I wouldn't say it like ruined the romantic moments, but it definitely was. It did feel very pushy, didn't it? And it felt a little bit more kind of natural and lovely today. I think when we did have those moments. It felt a bit more romantic. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, another fantastic episode today. And yeah, it's just like one of the most understated anime airing this season, I think. It's been every episode has been like consistently good. There hasn't been like one weak episode at all during this. And there was a lot covered today as well. As I said, we covered like two of the other girls, kind of side of things, not in a massive amount of detail. I mean, the black-haired girl, yes, but the little one, I would definitely like to see a bit more of her. She seems like a very fun character. But yeah, love the progress we made today. I think that's another thing that's really awesome about the show is the progress that we've made has been consistently kind of good throughout as well. Hasn't kind of staggered or gone crazy to crazy degrees. There was, I mean, you could say that about this moment with the pink-haired girl and the brown-haired girl earlier on the episode. That was painful to see, wasn't it? Where is it? That was painful to see her left hanging like that. But yeah, they've really done a good job at cementing kind of like everyone's positions and the situation we're in going into this fifth episode. So yeah, lovely end of course as well. Do let me know what you guys thought about this episode though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 5.